Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is being safe. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we know that we need to sanitize. So let us take our sanitizer and we rub inside our hands, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be doing vocabulary, sight words, maths, and phonics. Now, boys and girls, let us start our lesson by going to page 17. On page 17, we are going to be doing vocabulary and sight words. It's going to be our job first to find the following words in the word search. So, let's read them so that we know how they're pronounced. We have the words ate, well, they, dangerous, safe, strangers. So these are the words that we're going to try and find. Then when you're done, you're going to write short sentences about those same words. We have ate, they, and safe. For now, let's do the first part, the word search, and find a few words together. Now, I don't have the whole word search, as you already know, only a small part for us to do together. The first word that we're going to do is the word ate. Now, remember, when you're looking for a word, you need to start with the first letter. In this case, the first letter is an A. So, either we start by going down or across. Let's see which way we can go. I think we can start with across. So we're looking for an A. I found one, but there is no T. Oh, there it is, but there's no E next to that T. So we can't use that one. Let's try. Let's keep going. I found an A, but there's no T around that A. So we need to keep on going. Let's try again. I found an A and a T and an E. So this one was one of those reverse ones where you actually need to look for the letters and not exactly the spelling. So we have our A, our T, and our E. If you found it before me, good job. That means you're getting better and better at our words. So go ahead and circle that one and cross it out so that you don't go and look for it again. Now the next word we're going to look for is the word they. it has a T to start with. So we were going across, now we can go down. So we're going to say there is no T here, there's a T there, and an H near it, an E, and a Y. So we have found our they. And again, it's one of those reverse ones. So remember, looking for the letters is better than looking for the spelling and the organizing of it. We are going to circle this beautiful word. Round we go, and making sure that all our letters are neatly presented. Then we cross it out. The last one we're going to do together is the word safe. So we are going to start by going down. Let's say down. There is nothing here. There is no S. Remember, we're looking for an S. There we go. I found one. So there's an S, there's an A, there's an F, and there's an E. So we have found the word safe. Remember to circle neatly so that your work is presented well. And don't forget to cross it out so you don't have to look for it again. Now remember, boys and girls, the next part is to make sentences. Be careful how you make your sentences. You need to start by making it in your head, and then after you have made a sentence in your head, say it out loud so that you can hear if it makes sense. Then when you put it on paper, you start with a capital letter and you end with a full stop. Try to use words you already know how to spell so that there are very few mistakes. I'll see you when you're done after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
For our Listen Now, boys and girls, let's all go to page 18. On page 18, we're going to be doing maths. Now this one is very exciting because we have to fill in the blanks with either heavier than, lighter than, or the same as. To help us with all of this, I think we need to first try and measure things in our own classroom. So let's take a look at all the items on the desk and we can decide. So the first two things that I'm going to measure is the sanitizer and one counter. Now, if we say that the sanitizer is heavier than the counter, that means the sanitizer will be lower. So the sanitizer is heavier than the counter. So whatever is lighter will be high in the air, just like a seesaw. So if we say the sanitizer is heavier than the counter, we can also say that the counter is lighter than the sanitizer. Let's say I don't have the sanitizer and I have two counters. The same is still true. We can still say that two counters are heavier than one counter. But what if I have the yo-yo and a pen or a color? Now this one is tricky, but I can guarantee you from feeling it, I can say that the yo-yo is heavier than the color. So it will be lower and then the color will be higher. So we can also say that the color is lighter than the yo-yo. But what if I have not just one, but two colors to compare? Well, this one now means that they'll be at the same level. So we can say that the orange color is the same as the blue color. So our orange color is the same as our blue color. That's because they are the same item and they weigh the same. So sometimes something that is the same in terms of how heavy it is, we say it's the same. But if I have a color and a yo-yo in one hand, that means that it will go down. And now we can say the orange color and the yo-yo are heavier than the blue color. So this is how you're going to be measuring your mass. Make sure that when you're doing your exercise, you take a good look at the pictures. Let's try and do one or maybe two together. Let's take a look at the exercise. So as we're looking at our exercise, we're going to do the first one where you can see a set of colors, a ruler, and something else. And it's being compared to an apple. Now you can see that the apple is higher. So let's now take a look at the sentence below. It says, the pencil case is dash the apple. Now we can see that the pencil case is lower. So because it's lower, we can say that it is heavier than the apple. Well done if you knew the answer. Let's now take a look at where we can see a lemon and a couple of books. Now, you can see that the lemon is higher than the books. The books are lower. So, the sentence says, the lemon is dash the books. Which one do you think is the correct one? Should we write heavier than, lighter than, or the same as? If you said the lemon is lighter than the books, well done, because you can see that it is higher in the air, which means it is much lighter than all those books. Well done. I'm going to leave the rest for you to do by yourself. Remember to take a good look at the picture, take your time, and make sure that you read the sentence before you write an answer and after you write an answer. Have fun, and I'll see you when you're done after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
For our lesson now, boys and girls, let us shift to page 19. On page 19, we are going to be doing the sound k. Everyone, let's say k. K. Well done. Now, we're going to be first tracing both the capital letter and the small letter k. After that, you need to write 2 words that start with k. Now make sure that they are different from the ones that are at the bottom. The ones that you're going to trace already have pictures for you. We have the words kite, king, key, and kitten. So, we're going to try and give you more words that start with k. Let's take a look at the board. Now the first one that's already there is a kitten, and I wrote it down, but that's not a word that you're going to be using for your 2 words. But other words that you can use is a kiss. Every time when we are so happy to meet our loved ones, we can kiss them on the cheek. But, boys and girls, we cannot be kissing any of our loved ones right now because we are in the middle of a pandemic. So, all we can do is blow a kiss like this. Mwah! Instead of kissing someone, we need to maintain our social distancing. So remember, kissing at this point is not something that we can do on the cheek for our loved ones. Instead, we can blow kisses. The next one that we have is the word kick. Ooh, I love the word kick. Now, kick is the action that we do when we are kicking a ball. It can be a soccer ball, it can be a rugby ball, it can be any type of ball that we can kick. So we take our strongest foot and we kick it. Then we have a kennel. Now, some of you may or may not know what a kennel is, but a kennel is a home for a dog. It can be a puppy or an actual dog. So let's say it's raining and the dog is not allowed in the house. Instead, it might have its own little house called a kennel. So we now know that a dog's house is called a kennel. Let's move on to the last one. We have the word kettle. Now, this is different from the word cattle. The word cattle refers to a lot of cows or a group of cows. This one is a kettle, the black device that I have here. Now, we use a kettle to boil water, and we in winter use a kettle a lot because we need to boil water. Some of you boil water to bath, others boil water to cook, and then others boil water so they can have a cup of tea. So these are our words that start with K. If you can think of any other words, I would like you to please write them down. Don't forget, when you're writing K, take your time. Trace neatly and press your pencil down hard. Have fun, and I think I'm going to have a cup of tea with the water that I've boiled in the kettle. I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson, and I hope you had fun. I know we had a lot of work to do, but I'm sure you can do it. If you are struggling or you forgot what to do, that's okay. You can always ask an adult for help, but make sure that you finish your work by yourself. So now that we are done, we need to continue staying safe and sanitize. Remember, boys and girls, when we are sanitizing, we're trying to show the world how responsible we are. So make sure that you sanitize as regularly as possible. And don't be afraid to tell other people to sanitize. We are all trying to stay safe. I wonder, where is Zoshi? I haven't seen him the whole day, and he said he was going to come and visit me. I have no idea where he is. Zoshi, oh, you like to sneak up on me, don't you? So, from Zoshi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today, and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, MyZone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.